Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking the numerology of April 2022. So the numerology of April 2022 is going to be amazing. April is going to be a very powerful, very kind of life altering or changing, kind of starting with some new beginnings for us. This is full of like promise and kind of where do you want to go, and can you just feel that energy of what's coming up next. As the brand new numerology cycle has begun, April 2022 brings in kind of the very influencing number 1. And we get that by kind of adding April, which is a 4, to 2022. And when we add those all the way across, we get a 10. And then when we add the 1 and the 0 together, we get a 1. So we're in a 1 month. So this is kind of like last month, March was a 9 month, and that kind of brought things to a close or things to an ending. And April kind of brings things to a new beginning, kind of like a new start. And now let's welcome a little bit of that like creativity energy and kind of like what do we want to step into and where are we wanting to go with this? Kind of like what projects are new that we want to start, what are things that we want to begin, something new or beginning. This is a great time to really think about that and kind of what is it for you? So I'm going to have the explanation of how to figure out what your personal month is. So that's on the screen now. So make sure that you add all the information together and then just keep adding until you get down to one single digit. Okay. Okay, so now we're down to our universal month of 1, and this is going to be a great one. This is if you have a personal month of 1, you are in a 6 of a personal year. So let's get you some more information about that. Let's see. This is going to be a very exciting month for personal months, number 1. The numerology of this brings in a huge kind of like breath of fresh air, kind of like new energy, kind of kickoff. Where do you want to go with this? Where are things going to take you over the next several months? Although you may be feeling a little restless, kind of like get started or kind of get your ideas of where you want to go or where you want to become in this. This is going to be really great. It is important for us to channel all of this like Aries fiery energy into what's coming up next for us. It is also important to kind of like bring that our own enthusiastic energy to it, because if we do, that kind of just gives us like more like rocket fuel. It kind of gives us more energy to keep moving forward, which means we'll not be able to be influenced too much by other people. We're going to kind of be on our own trajectory of kind of like, where do we want to go with this? Lucky number 1 tends to amplify our unique feelings of kind of like, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a new beginning and all of this. Make time for exercise over this calendar cycle. This is going to be really, really good. And I would say cycling your exercises is going to be one of them. Make sure you do a lot of stretching. That's really powerful for 1 energy. It's also kind of like if you play sports, that's a great thing. But rather than just sitting in your office over the next 30 days and kind of just stewing of like what I want to do next, get out and get into motion is going to help this energy more than anything else kind of really amp up for you. So make sure that you are ready for those new beginnings. If you haven't really started anything, make sure that you're kind of thinking about those now, kind of like, what do I really want to start? Where do I really want to go with this energy? So if you're in a personal month of 2, you're in a personal year of 7. This is going to be kind of towards partnership and cooperation, kind of that teamwork coming in together, and kind of that teamwork makes dream work. And that could be at home, it could be at the office, it could be with your kids, it could be with your spouse, your partner, wherever that is. It doesn't matter what your team is, getting your team all on the same page and moving forward. You may have been feeling like you're going at it alone or kind of not getting everybody on the same page, but this is kind of like our old way of thinking, and we're ready for that new change. Like, what are we ready to bring into? This is a really great time to kind of voice what you want or what you desire to bring into everybody, and really kind of amplify this energy. Just trying to open up to all the possibilities that someone could really want in this is kind of like, pick your own. Don't just let the world kind of like put whatever's in front of you. Make sure that you're pushing that energy of what do you want to bring into you. Your intuition will be on hyperdrive. You will be kind of seeing doors like open that haven't been open, or windows open that haven't been open. And so that's a really amazing energy. And you're going to be able to tap into fully and completely into your kind of that gut feeling, that intuition of where you need to go next, or what do you need to do if you're looking for things, or if you've got it down to one thing, you're going to be like, zoom, that's where my laser focus is going into. Speaking of kind of like leaning into things, I always tell people kind of like, this is your sixth sense. Where do you want to go? What do you want to create? Where do you want to end up in a few months? Where is it that you want to be? And kind of open up to that energy now. If someone has already been loves the company you work for and kind of relying on the people that are around you, this could be a great time to kind of set some healthy boundaries with that, and making sure that everybody is getting on the same page. Everybody is under kind of like your rule at this point, because you're the one, the two energy. So you're kind of like, we need to further define where we're going. We kind of need to give this as much energy and power as possible. So if you are in a personal month of 3, you are in your 8 of a personal year. And this is really kind of like a number 3 is all about like that creative child energy, kind of like your free thinking, kind of like putting things together that would never go together. And then you go, wow, why didn't I ever put this together before? It's kind of like that creative, like, oh my gosh, I've never had these thoughts before, kind of in a great way. Let's see, this is an element of kind of like coming over the next few weeks of like time to think about things differently, kind of putting things together in a different way or a different fashion or manner than you have done in the past. And also that 3 energy has a lot of like innocence to it and wonder of like, I wonder if you can do this, and I wonder if I could do that. This is kind of interesting. So kind of bringing all of that energy together. See your life through the eyes of your calendar, because your calendar is going to tell you so much. Are you on track? Do you want to do more sales than you did last year? What is it that you want to do? Kind of where do you want to be this year compared to where you were last year? And a 3 energy is also very expressive. It's all about like that sweet Southern charm meets like just happiness and possibilities of where are we going to go, and that kind of like hopeful energy of where do we want to end up at the end of all of this. So don't hold yourself back. Make sure that you're pushing and letting things move forward. And if you feel like you're kind of being surrounded by fear or kind of obstacles, make sure you push that off to the side and keep going. Okay, if you're in a 4 of a personal month, you're in a 9 of a personal year. This is all about kind of like being incredibly amazingly like productive time frame. This is all about like getting your full potential of what you want to do, kind of like what do you want to study, where do you want to go, where's the energy going. This can be a great time that kind of fills in some gaps in your knowledge, or where do you want to go. Is there a class that you desire to take? Now is the time to start looking for that. Don't just fall for anything. Make sure that you're looking things over and kind of like body testing that energy of like, where do I need to be? Where do I need to go with this? The numerology of a 4 can also encourage us to kind of like delegate energy, like putting someone else in charge. You're in charge of this part right here, or you're in charge of this right here. So make sure that you're doing that for yourself, of kind of making yourself kind of like let things go, or kind of let the reins go to someone else, because sometimes if you're pushing too many areas, you're kind of like being spread too thin. So this is a time to really pass off some of those tasks or some other obligations onto other ones. Anything that you haven't been dealing with, make sure that you are making that a priority. I would say definitely this is a time to kind of like bring in assistance or help with something. This can really help you, like I said, delegating things to other people, or things that you're like, I need to do this, but I really have to do this. So kind of let someone else take that over can be a great off your plate. It can really make you so much more relaxed during this time frame. If you're in a personal month of 5, you are in a 1 of a personal year. This month is going to be full of kind of like new choices and new decisions. Where do you want to go with this? In numerology, a 5 is all about seeking freedom and kind of adventures. This energy can make us a little more restless or distracted on a daily basis, but it's still a great energy. It's one of those, this is kind of trying to tame the chaos, or kind of trying to tame your chaos in where your thinking is, and kind of pushing the best area for you. Many opportunities are going to be coming to you. A lot of new roads are going to be, avenues are going to be opening up for you. So kind of where do you want to go? Say yes to things that make you happy, and no to things that make you go, I don't want to do it. Just don't do it. Let them find someone else, or find someone else to take that obligation. It's not always for you. This is really a great time to be flexible with your plans with your friends, and kind of take charge daily of changes and modifications. This can really scatter your energy. This 5 of a personal month can really scatter your energy to kind of like, where do we need to go next? Or how do we need to deal with this? So know that that's a really great time to kind of let your friends know, hey, I may be running a little bit late. It's not that I don't care, but it's one of those, I may be running a little bit late, and that will give you a little bit more of an opportunity to kind of hopefully stay on track a little bit. Next, we move into a personal month of 6. And if you're in a personal month of 6, you are in a personal year of 2. So this is a great time to kind of make yourself feel important and kind of feel secure of what's going on around you. So making yourself feel very secure in your home environment, and that could be your home environment, your home, or it could be your home environment of where you work out. Spending time with the other people around you, and kind of getting kind of this nurturing from other people. And really, I would say things that kind of come forward is really listen to other people, especially if they're at where you want to be. Make sure that you're really opening up to that energy. This is really a great time to ask for advice, ask for someone to mentor you of what's coming up next, so you feel like you're really ready to take things on. This could be a great month for love. A 6 has an unconditional appreciation, and it can be coupled with a romantic time, but you want to make sure that it's coming in for the right reason. So make sure that you're really feeling secure in that love that's coming in for you. Let's see. A personal month of 7 means that you are in a 3 of a personal year. Let's see. This is time to kind of slow it down a little bit and kind of take things easy. Probably because you've been speeding through so much prior to this, that now it's time to like take a break, kind of give yourself a little bit of a slow down, and kind of take things a little bit easier. This is a great time to kind of put yourself in a more gentle, more introspective energy. This is a great time for personal healing. So if you've been seeing a healer or a massage therapist or something like that, so this is a great time to do that. Or if you even are taking Reiki, this is a great time to kind of add that energy in and really take advantage of this month's energy. This is a great time to kind of factor in like your schedule and kind of taking some time off for yourself a little bit. Make sure that you're not like skipping deadlines or any of those things, but make sure you're taking some time and giving yourself a little bit of a break this month. It can be tempting to kind of like not take the phone call or just say I'm really busy and not really kind of do things. But it's one of those, you still need to keep pushing on your path, but it also is a time to kind of break things up and kind of get out of the status quo. This also could be a great time to do a couple of meditations and get a deeper thought of where you should be going. Reading books, doing classes, journaling can all be great motivators to do at this time, and kind of like, where do I want to move into next? Let's go into a personal month of 8 means you're in a 4 of a personal year. A 4 of a personal year is ready, that you're kind of ready to kind of hit the gas. Last month you had that kind of like, let's take a break. And now it's like zoom, 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 we're ready to go because you've really earned this. Really, 8s bring in possibility of unlimited money, power, and influence above everything else. This can show up on your chart of the most successful people. And this is that lucky energy, kind of where are we going with this? This can be kind of mastering our flow of our energy and where do we want to push the abundance and where do we want to step back from that. This month could be stepping into channeling what we want to do in our lives or our breakthroughs, kind of like pushing those breakthroughs as well. So this month for you, for my 8s, are all about make the phone call, send the email, call the person, don't give up, build the website, create the product. This is the time to kind of do it all. Kind of like if you've been waiting for a loan, write a new loan paperwork, kind of just keep going. Don't let this month leave without you kind of taking full advantage of this power trip that you could be on. Next, a personal year of 9 means that you're in a 5 of a personal year. April could be a huge month for you. This is a time that you have kind of really bring things to a completion that you have already started. Because you've reached the end of the road doesn't mean you've reached the end of your life. It just means we're starting something new or different or a new phase. New chapters. Numerology can say like 9s are really highly humanitarian numbers and kind of pushing out like, what else can I do for the world? What else can I do for others? And this could be the people in your life around you, the resources that you've been working with. This could also be kind of working to a charity or kind of volunteer work or kind of giving something back to your community. And this doesn't just mean money or anything else. This could be like working that energy. 9s also come in with a sacrifice of like great benefit, kind of like, where else can I push my energy? What else can I help my world with as we kind of wind this whole personal month to an end and then start it new again. It's a great time to be humble, and this is kind of like you're really on that cusp of a new cycle. So make sure that you are allowing this energy to keep going and keep in flow. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.